Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Inferno, Dante's Guide to the Nine Circles of Hell, Abandon All Hope. I'm your dungeon master for the evening, Jhevaunte, and before we get into what is probably going to be the most harrowing of our encounters so far, let me introduce you all to my wonderful cast, and we're going to start with. I'm going to do a dice roll to figure who we're going to start with. Weylin.
Okay. Let's see, everybody. I am Casper the MB Ghost. I am a Black Cherokee Sapphic neurodivergent. I'm a lot of things. A writer of sci-fi, fantasy, and horror, and I will be playing Weylin Flamel Flame. I changed his last name a lot. Who is the Exile? Yeah.
And from Weylin, we're going to go to Nox.
Hi y'all, my name is Nox. I'll be playing Alma, who is the pagan that just really doesn't want to be here. I didn't give her a last name when I made this character. Hi.
Isengrim.
Hi, my name is Alex Gangiblue. I play Isengrim the Saint, and I'm scared.
Thaddaeus.
Hi, I'm Alan Grieve playing Thaddaeus, a vicar, sort of a priest, and we're in hell. This is fun.
And last but certainly not least, Mercy.
Hi, I'm Gabby Mraz. I'm playing Mercy Lanier, the Illuminatus, and she has her little trusty companion, Constantine, the Infernal, or the Abyssal Chicken.
And as a reminder to those that are just tuning in, last we left off, our intrepid heroes, after convincing a fallen angel to abandon their rebellion and allow the lost souls to return to their voyage, traveled with Charon to the Hall of Judgment that awaits in Limbo. Guided by their trustworthy guide, they found themselves at the center of a mist-filled temple in which the judge of the first circle and king of its denizens, Minos, after attacking their guide, deemed that they should all be judged now to save him the bother of doing it later. Which, this all being said, I would like for everyone to roll me initiative.
That was fast.
Yep, just starting off strong, huh?
Hold up, I'm supposed to have advantage.
Yep, same.
15.
Same, 15 with a 0.
8,
7,
19, 20, 21, 22,
17.
22.
18.
We are fair.
Sorry, I got 22.
All right, one moment. Mm. 17. Alma, what did you get again?
18?
18. And let me roll for Minos himself. Oh. Garbage boy.
That
Good
bad?
for you all. And as we kick things off, with Minos towering above all of you, Minos is a massive being. He stands at roughly about 15 feet tall. His whole form almost like a charred marble-like statue that glowers over you all. Wayland, you are first.
I am reading my sheet to see what I can do. I'm going to attack with my longbow. I'm gonna shoot him in the face. Well, not the face, but I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
And hopefully this ends well. Yeah, chunky boy. 19 plus 8.
That does hit. Roll damage.
Yeah. If it's cool with everybody, since this is a boss fight, I'm gonna use embracing my sins, which is a move I've got, which means I spend 2 hope points to ensnare. What is it? Where are you? Yeah, to entrap that creature in a frozen grasp. The target is restrained until the end of my next turn. Cool, no objections. I'm gonna do it.
Fine by me.
Yeah, so I'm embracing my sins and freezing him in place with my arrow when it hits him, and it like slowly spreads across his chest. And now I'm gonna roll damage. Well, I got 8 plus the piercing damage, so.
As you, one moment here while I look up something fun. You
Fun
said you
for
are-
us? Or
Sure. Sure. We'll say that. As you fire the arrow, which is essentially a crossbow bolt, into his chest, as you are embracing your sin, as the arrow flies, for a moment, Wayland, you can hear what seems like this deep, resonant breathing. As in almost as if it is speaking directly to you from behind you. You just hear, I see you. I see you for what you are. And as soon as the arrow hits, that voice vanishes as this ice creeps up and begins to freeze in place Minos, who you see him struggle for a moment, and then just as soon as he reaches his hand out, you see his hands start to freeze in place as he is frozen until your next turn. Alma, it is your go. Unless you had anything else to do, Wayland.
Looking at my beautiful sheet because I know it so well. I got nope. That's it. Oh, I have initiative on. I have advantage on initiative rolls. Sorry, I'm good. I'm just learning what Weylin can do.
I'm totally not doing the same thing right now. What? No, I totally know what all this is.
All right, Alma, you're up.
Awesome. I'm going to just touch myself and give myself barks. I'm going to put a hand. Don't give that a Casper.
Poke. I think poke is.
Poke. Whatever. I'm going to give myself bark skin, so my AC can't be less than 16.
As you place your hand on yourself, the rest of you all, you can see this creeping, almost bark-like substance start to move up Alma's body. It cracks, and then as it vanishes, you still see her with flesh, but she seems a lot hardier and sturdier. Anything else you would like to do?
But is there anything else I can do? Is the
You
question.
can move. You can move. I believe that is an action, so you can take a bonus action if you'd like as well.
Hey, what's a bonus action do again?
There are a few bonus action normally would list on the sheet, but essentially like if an attack states it can act as a bonus action. You can try to hide. You can take the dodge. The dodge is an action, so never mind. You can try to hide. You can take the move action and just get away.
I want to hide behind Weylin.
All right.
That's my turn.
For the fun of it, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Okay, what am I? That's Dex,
It
isn't
would
it?
just be it'd be stealth. It should be on your sheet.
Yep, I see that now. Okay. Um, that's an 8.
He rolled a nat 20, so he knows you're there. He does.
Oh, I knew
can't
he would
see
know I was
you.
there. I was just trying
I
to.
was.
That way, there's
yeah.
just somebody between us.
So Weylin, you just see Alma just duck behind you and is doing the child thing where it's like duck, peek out.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Mercy.
Yeah, looking around, is there any like rocks jutting up, anything I can like get some cover behind?
There are, through the mist, you can see these towering, almost Grecian columns that don't seem to be holding anything up, but they are surrounding the area.
Okay, I want to try to like move to get behind one where I can kind of like peek out and still see. And then I'm gonna fire. So he's restrained, right?
He is restrained.
All right, I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at him.
All right.
Peeking around. So then that's a damage. Does a 24 hit?
24 does indeed hit.
All right. That's going to be 8 points of damage.
As it strikes, you see some of the same ice as it hits him. You see the ice break apart as if there's supposed to be a blood spray, and that quickly refreezes.
Oh. All right. That's it. Hopefully I have like partial or full cover hiding behind a column.
You do. You have, I would say you have partial cover.
Okay.
Your abyssal chicken is still there, and it has followed you, and you just kind of hear it go as it stands behind.
Perfect.
I'd forgotten how much I love his sound.
Like, Constantine, come here.
Isengrim. Actually, hold on. Between Isengrim and Thaddaeus had a higher dex.
Thaddeus does. I have
I
eight.
have a 0 bonus. 0 bonus.
Oh. Isengrim, what's your dex?
-1, 8.
Oh, yeah, Thaddaeus, you go
really?
first.
Wow.
All right then.
Isengrim has armor. And is
Well-
technically blind.
Mhm.
Thaddeus kind of does. So, how big is this area we're in?
The area that you are in is probably a good 40 feet around. This is a temple
Okay.
that he has converted into a judgment zone.
Then I would like to also move behind one of the columns, but I want to make sure I'm as far away from Weylin as absolutely possible, while still also being as far away from Minos as absolutely possible.
I could say
And then I will
you'll
also-
get a good 20. The columns are probably a good 20 feet away from Minos,
Yeah.
who's at the very center.
And then I will also do Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Ooh. Nice.
Yes. When in Rome, you know.
Minos is Grecian.
Nat 20.
All right.
Yes.
Do that damage.
And in Crete.
All right. That was actually a 26. And your crit damage is max plus a roll.
Max plus a roll.
All right.
Because there's nothing more painful than getting a crit and rolling the lowest possible damage.
16 damage.
All right. As this strikes again, there's this eruption of ice that seems to be his arterial spray that quickly refreezes into this column that you can see jutting out from him. He doesn't seem to be reacting to this.
This is not good.
Anything else you'd like to do, Thaddeus?
Hiding behind the column sounds good right now. Don't really have all those nice fancy bonus actions, so
All right.
we'll play chill at the moment.
Isengrim.
So, seeing as I'm pretty much the only person who can melee, I'm gonna just run up to Minos. I scream, Bonjour Saint-Denis, and just run up to him and try to spear him.
Go ahead. He can do nothing to stop you, technically.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 just misses as you swing this spear, and as it stabs in, the point sticks through, but doesn't pierce any deeper. And you're a little bit surprised at the level of hardness of this being's skin.
I don't believe I can do anything else right now. So that's unfortunately going to be my turn.
And it is now Minos' turn. So I went, ooh. He is, seeing that there's only one person in front of him, is going to, you hear this ice crackle and shift as one of his hands breaks free, and he's going to swing a fist down. Actually, as the hand breaks free, I realize what he actually has to do first. Oh, boy. I would like for everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, not bad. That was 17.
11.
5.
Oh, yeah.
That's
20.
with a +6.
I got a 5.
Nox, Thaddaeus, and Isengrim, as you see his hands break free, they clench together, and you see his whole body seems to shift in the ice, and he lets out this monstrous roar to the sky. All three of you are frightened of Minos.
Oh no.
I have been.
Do note that each of you can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns. For Weylin and Mercy, you will be unaffected by this attack for the remainder of the game, essentially.
Oh, nice.
He is then going to swing the limb, essentially this whip around, and he's going to try to strike at you, Isengrim. I know he has disadvantage, which is going to make this annoying. Oh. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
Okay. So you are going to take... I'm just going to roll this because I'm a D&D player. So you will take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And as this whip strikes you, it wraps around you and you are grappled. You are restrained. And that is going to be Minos' turn as he sort of begins to pull you closer to him, Isengrim, and you can see the ice start to crackle and start to melt his body, as it seems to be these pools of magma that run through him are starting to melt the ice. Wayland, it is your to go.
No, melt the ice, you say. I'm going to shoot him with another arrow. And since it's working so well, I'm spending another 2 hope points.
Do we want to spend more hope points?
We're at 29 right now.
Yeah.
Do you want him to hit us?
I mean...
How do we get hope points back? Like, is that a thing we can do?
That's a thing you can do.
It is a thing we can do?
It can happen.
Oh,
by
shit.
trying very hard.
It is. I cannot tell you the methodology that you can regain hope points.
Okay.
All right. Well, here. Highs or lows? Or evens or odds?
Odds.
I rolled a 4. So I'm embracing my sin again. And oh, cool. That almost ended badly. I got 18 plus whatever is it? Plus 8. 18 plus 8.
All right. As it once again pierces into him and starts to cause this freeze. Alma, as you see Weylin embracing their sin, you see their skin begin to freeze against their arms. And they don't seem to be shaking, but you see this ice seems to form and gather around their body as their sin becomes more and more embraced.
Okay. That's
Go ahead and roll your damage.
I
is the thing
rolled.
That's happening.
I rolled a 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 points of damage.
He's once more restrained.
Yes. And I'm going to what's my bonus action thing? Oh. Fuck, I forgot I had those spells. I'll check. I'll try those later. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stand in front of Alma and be her shield, I guess. Unmoving. It's a nice spot where I'm at right now.
If that is your turn, Minos is going to take a legendary action, and he's going to, with the whip, fling Isengrim over towards Weylin.
You're just mad because I'm hitting you.
Weylin, I would like for you to make me a dex saving throw.
Oh. Yay. That's cocked. Natural 20, baby.
So you do manage to like grab Alma and like action roll out of the way as Isengrim, you pound, and your armor does blunt most of the trauma as you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
1?
1.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, as the ice continues to crack, this tendril-like whip begins to encircle around Minos, and you see it enwrap around him 9 times. If you want to embrace hell's coldest region, then fine. I damn you to that yourself. And he is going to uncrack the whip as he's going to use a lair action to call forth the effects of the 9th circle.
Like the one that Satan's in?
I would like once more all of you to give me a dex saving throw.
Oh, why'd you gotta say dex?
Because I'm really good at it.
This sounds like a shortcut.
Oh wait, that was 17! Yay!
Oh.
That could have ended badly.
16
got a 16.
plus 6?
22.
Yeah.
13.
I got 16.
Did all right for my character.
Isengrim, what'd you get?
4.
Thaddaeus and Isengrim, you both are restrained as you take 19 points of cold damage. The rest of you take 9 points of cold damage but are not restrained as this flurry of ice and snow billows around and begins to crackle and freeze around you all. Isengrim, Thaddaeus, both of you... Oh, you are down.
Really?
Isengrim, this ice wraps around you, it freezes you in place, and as you reach your hands out, you feel consciousness slip away. Equally, the ground surrounding Minos is filled with this ice and is now, technically speaking, difficult terrain. So, entering into Minos's range of 10 feet is now difficult terrain.
I'm resistant to cold.
If you are resistant to cold, you only take 4 of that damage.
Yay. Nice.
Alma, you are up. You do see that Isengrim is not moving and is this frozen statue.
Okay, so do I have to roll something because I'm scared?
Oh yeah, you were frightened of him. You roll at the end of your turn, but you cannot get anywhere close to Minos.
How close is Isengrim to him?
Isengrim is next to you.
He's right next to me?
He was flung towards you.
Okay. Then can I still attack if I'm scared?
You can attack, but you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight.
Cool. I'm behind Weylin. So technically,
you can still see it, and you are knowing that it's going at it. So it's still.
All right, that's fair. I had to try. Okay. Well, then, if the guy is made of fire, so I don't think produce flame is going to do anything. So I'm going to.
You never know.
Yeah, but last time I thought I made the right choice, I didn't. So we're gonna make poison spray.
All right.
I'm not gonna waste a spell slot. I'm gonna just use a cantrip.
Gotcha.
So that is a thing that I do that I'm totally not pulling up how to make that happen. Totally know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, so they must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 of poison damage.
All right. Oh god, I have to see Minos' con stat. What's your con? What's your con, buddy? Okay. What do I have? Before I roll this, what do I have to get? What do I have to do?
A 12.
Okay.
Please don't do well.
That is a 14.
Then that is why we
6 or a 9.
That is why we didn't waste it. All right, as a bonus action, I'd like to heal Isengrim.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right.
We are so lucky I rolled earlier and got healing.
Go ahead and apply that healing word.
All right,
What do you for fun, for flavor? What is your healing word to Isengrim? What do you say?
That's Alma's.
What would Alma say? I don't think she'd just have like one word. I think she'd just be like, get up, 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 get up.
All like one.
It's just
so yeah, Isengrim, you are pulled from the claws of unconsciousness by just consistently hearing get up, get up, get up, get up.
That does it.
You are still frozen in place, but you are awake and now frozen in place.
How many hit points do I regain, Alma?
that is a good question. It's not a lot. It's
D4.
1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is +2. So, do I roll the d4 or you roll?
You roll
it?
a d4.
Okay. You get 3 hit points,
Thank you.
Hey,
but you're
back up.
not dead.
Health is
Cemetery.
health. Not being dead is much better than being dead. Mercy, you are up.
Yeah. All right. She's gonna like peek out from behind the pillar and with Constantine, and she's gonna kind of look down at him. She's like, "Remember this one?" And she's gonna like pull off a piece of. You said there's like ice everywhere. This is just I'm doing ice knife for flavor. She's gonna like pull off a piece of ice, and then she's gonna fling it at him.
Okay.
Okay, range spell attack for that is a.
You get advantage as he is restrained.
Oh, that's right. Cool. That's probably gonna be better. Is a. What is the range on this? Sorry, I totally know my thing. Oh gosh, that's pretty good. Is an 18 gonna hit?
An 18 does hit.
Yes. Okay. And then he has to roll a dexterity saving throw 13, but she rolls a disadvantage.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Why is your dex garbage, boy? Also, that's a nat 1, so
All
that's...
right. So,
Yes, Mercy.
so he's gonna take a little extra damage as the knife like hits him and explodes into ice. Ooh, nice. So that's going to be 16, 1, 2, 2, 25 points of cold damage.
So as this hits, you see this it erupts out, and again this spray and spread. As you actually see him he takes like a cautious step backwards, but he can't move the rest of his body. So you just see one leg go back and just... Anything else you want to do, Mercy?
I'm gonna just hide back behind the pillar. That hasn't been helping that much, but
Thaddaeus, you're up. You are restrained. Oh yes.
None.
I would say, don't I have to roll to see if I'm still scared?
Oh yes, go ahead and do your roll to see if you were still frightened.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good.
It doesn't help. I'm going to change my dice generator because that was a 6.
Yep, you're still frightened of this thing.
Yeah, I'm still scared. Just wanted to establish that. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Thaddaeus.
So I'm restrained. I'm behind a pillar. I'm going to bless everybody. And that. So I can bless up to 3 creatures within range, which is 30 feet, which I believe you said I was 25 feet away.
Yes.
From Minos, so I'm within range of them. So they get to roll a d4 on saving throws and attack rolls. They have up to a minute, as long as I'm conscious and can concentrate.
You all feel this holy energy build inside of you as this renewed strength seems to form. Actually, see Minos seems to cringe a little bit at this sensation.
And yeah, no bonus actions. I'll just kind of. Hey, I can't run away though.
You can go ahead and I forgot to say, if you wanted to break free of your restraint, you can take your action to do that as well.
No, he's already behind the pillar. There's really not much farther he can go.
I'm good.
He just can't go any farther anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just roll the wisdom check, was it?
Yes.
All right, with saving throw. Come on. God damn it. I have a +6. I rolled an 8.
Oh.
Total. I rolled a 2.
Oh.
I kept forgetting to add my pluses. Oh my god.
It's not helping me.
I feel like Roll20 doesn't like us tonight.
I did fine on the attack. I just can't help myself.
Isengrim.
Okay. So right now I'm frightened and encased in ice, and I have 3 hit points.
Yes.
Not sure what to do. Hold on.
You're also like you're far enough away that he can't hit you again because he can't move.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use my action to break the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna heal myself right now because I'd rather use lay on hands than waste a spell slot on that. So I think I'm gonna get. Hold on. He's restrained and he's too far away. But if I were to get close to him, he could hit me again.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna move forward like a tiny bit, trying to stay, like basically, say 10 feet in front of Weylin and Alma.
Okay.
Just so that I'm like frontlining, but not necessarily like up against him.
Yeah, as you break free and you can judge where this whip-like tendril can go. So I will say you were just out of range of where the whip can be.
Excellent. I'm also going to do the wisdom saving throw
Yes.
to try and stop being. Actually, I can't get close
you
to
can't
him.
get close to him.
That's true. So I'm going to stay in place. I'm just going to do the wisdom saving throw and waste that whole turn. What's the DC I need to? Well, actually, I just have to roll it.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20, 22.
All right. You
Finally.
looking over at Minos, you can see this, though terrifying visage of this being. The pain that it seems to be in and the frustration takes away from the fear you initially felt. Because you realize, oh, it bleeds, it can die.
I'm going to shout at him. I'm not scared of you, king of cows.
You see it clench its body again. Again, trying to get out of this restraint. It can't seem to. And because nobody's within range of any of its movements, it can't actually do much.
Much.
What does that mean?
I love that qualifier there.
Seeing if it could, you know what, is what it's going to do. It is actually, before its turn begins, it is going to take a legendary action. And you see it break its hands free again of these restraints and clench them together and drive them into the ground as it's going to use Telluric Strike. All of you are on the ground. Like for all of you to give me a strength saving throw.
It can't be Dex.
It cannot be Dex. Give me a strength saving throw.
All of us
So
standing
we're not
on the ground?
flying, so we're all on the ground, right?
Yes, all of
That's
you are on
all
the
of us.
ground.
Okay.
None of you can fly.
Oh,
We
that's
can
a
add
9.
we can add a D4,
A
right? Because
D4,
we're all
sure.
blessed.
Yeah, add a D4.
Yep. Can't add a D4.
I got a 19 plus 3.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I got 16 plus 3 minus 1, so an 18.
I got a 10 minus 1, so 9.
10 for me.
I rolled a 2 minus 1 is a 1. There's no point in rolling a D4.
Mercy, Thaddaeus, Isengrim. All of you are knocked prone. You take no damage. This is not a damaging strike, but as this strike hits the ground, the whole arena seems to shake. Weylin, you actually managed to hold on to Alma to prevent them from falling, but the rest of you do end up falling to the ground.
Man, hiding behind Weylin was a great idea.
It cannot do a single thing on its turn as it is restrained. So I had to do that. Back to the top of the initiative order.
I have a
Weylin.
question.
Yes.
If I'm frozen in ice, how can I fall?
That is a great question, and the answer to that question is
Magic.
Or did it shatter the ice? I'm no longer held in place and knocked prone.
It is technically speaking the restraint. You would still, so the ice that is holding you, you would no longer be in the ice, but you are still cold enough that your body is moving slowly to the point that it feels like a restraint.
Fair enough.
I just imagine like a stalagmite just breaking and falling on its side. Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's why
the feet like wiggling.
Weylin, you are up.
So I'm going to use a new spell. Oh, actually, is Isengrim close to me still?
Yes.
All right. Can I use my action to like help him up?
Oh yeah, actually don't bother with that. I have a thing with movement. I'm fine.
Oh, well, it was just to enact my cure wounds because I was going to use that, surprisingly, on you.
You just cast Cure Runes and not help them up. Just like
with the foot.
I'm gonna tap you on your chest and like give you this look like get your act together, man. And yeah, cast Cure Wounds as my action. Oh hey, I rolled an 8 plus 2, you get 10. There you go. And I can't do that as a bonus action. All of my bonus actions are spells, and I can't attack. That was weird. I'm going to, after I have my moment with Isengrim, I'm going to turn back and get ready for the next round because I left this guy an opening, which I feel terrible about.
He is going to take his lair action. He's going to wrap the tendril around himself. Let's see how I'm going to do this.
He wants to let us go.
Yeah, I'm going to do this. Wraps the tendril on himself twice. And as it uncurls, there is this... And initially, it's very quiet, as if finally you guys hear wind for the first time in Limbo. A quiet breeze, then a gust, and then this cacophonous whirlwind as this eternal hurricane seems to form around him and starts to whip and lash its way around. I'm so sorry. Like, for all of you to once more give me a saving throw, give me a strength save.
It can't be Dex.
No.
Damn it.
That's a not natural 20, though.
I'm gonna use my bless.
Oh, I got a natural 20. Yes.
Yay!
I'm gonna start getting my real dice out.
Yeah.
This is my Jester dice. Not that you can see
Once
that.
I switched dice generators, it was so much better.
25.
I got a 17.
Get Thaddeus.
Oh, it's like a 6 or something.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Thaddeus, you are, from the force of this hurricane, flung violently from the ground. We're going to fling you over towards where Mercy's pedestal is, and you're going to take... Oh, Lord, where'd that go? You're going to take... Wow, die. Thanks.
Oh.
You're going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
All right. He is still up.
Yep.
Not well, but still up.
And
Wait,
now,
if he goes down, we lose bless. Somebody better heal him.
Technically, we still have it because my banner hasn't been dirty.
to add on to this,
Oh.
the ice that had been surrounding the area dissipates, but this hurricane remains around him.
Is the ice around Thaddeus staying?
No,
Not
the
anymore.
ice around Thaddeus also is removed, as all the effects of the ice seem to dissipate. Alma, you are up.
Okay, besties, let's go. So I realized a while ago I took damage that I did against my own will, and I probably should have turned into a cat. that was an option,
I
but
believe
you
it
know
is
what?
it is an optional thing. It is not. You not. I believe that you are forced to. I think that if you take damage,
Okay,
you can.
We'll do that the next time. Okay. So what to do? Okay, I'm going to produce flame as an attack. So I'm going to try to throw flames at him. So make a ranged spell attack. Do I just roll a d20
Yep.
plus
He
my
is no longer restrained. So roll the d20.
and bless works for attacks too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Attacks and
Awesome.
saves.
Then that is 19 plus a 4 on bless plus a 2 for my spell casting, a 4 for my attack modifier. So 27. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds really impressive until I tell you it only does like 1d8 of damage.
Roll that d8.
You could probably have just hit him with your 19. If Isengrim's 18 hit earlier.
And that is an 8.
That was me though.
Ow.
Oh.
He gets hit with that.
Yeah.
Takes the full brunt of the damage as you see him again stagger and look down at himself. Just.
Okay, and I'm going to still hide behind Weylin.
Mercy, and by Mercy I mean Mercy and Constantine, who.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
also, I need a roll. I need a roll.
Go ahead and do your frightened roll.
Yeah. So that's.
Oh shit! I had forgotten that.
Oh.
Go ahead and do the roll as well.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's an 18 plus my bless.
You are no longer frightened.
Okay.
Mercy, you hear Constantine just look up and just.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to throw another, this time just a first level ice knife.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it. I do have an ability where I can make that ice knife a bonus action and then throw out a cantrip as well. So I'll do an Eldritch Blast and an ice knife. So let's see if I hit.
Give me both.
Yeah, okay, let's start with the ice knife. That's going to be a miss. Rolled a 2.
Yep.
So that was bad. Eldritch Blast is an 18 plus 5.
That
probably
hits.
hits.
So the ice knife, he sees it coming, and you see him move out of the way, and as soon as he turns back, this Eldritch Blast strikes him directly in the face.
Strikes him directly. He still has to make a dexterity saving throw, because hit or miss, the ice explodes. So it's
He is going to utilize
DC
one of
13.
his legendary resistances to just automatically succeed that.
Okay. Damage then, it's a 10.
Yeah, as this strikes him in the face and you see his head loom back, as you see him look back, you see one of the eyes is pouring down that side's face.
Say it one more time. His eyes doing what?
He essentially have knocked one of the eyes free.
Ah, nice. Okay.
As a note of that, who has the highest? What is your guys' passive perceptions?
14.
12.
14.
16.
Thaddeus.
Damn, okay.
You hear? That's incredible. You hear?
Yes, but I'm rolling like crap.
I've never seen anyone's passive perception beat out like an Active Rangers.
He has some bonuses.
You hear where this eye lands, and it doesn't sound fleshy. It almost is this stone like thudding to the ground. You see it roll. And just comes to a stop near you.
Near me.
Near you. Well, I guess near you and Mercy would be technically where it would land. Yeah. And Mercy, was there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I guess I probably would have gotten up with half my movement because I was prone.
Yeah.
Although I might have just like thrown the spell first and then been like, oh, okay, back off. I think that's all I can do because I have a low passive. I probably didn't notice the little eyeball. Actually, wait, what is my... No, he didn't notice either. Okay, I'm good.
You're seeing a Constantine noticed.
Just goes and pecks at it.
I was going to say, just kind of like... Thaddeus, you are up.
I had something planned, but I'm definitely moving away, so he can't hit multiples of us. So, but as I'm moving, I am going to cast Mage Hand and pick up the eye and bring it towards me. I'm just going to move like a pillar over, so I'm more than 10 feet away from Mercy, I guess now. But
as you bring it close and it does deposit into your hand. It's about palm-sized. This pulling up a thing for it. It almost looks like obsidian with these veins of gold that run through them. And you can feel this infernal energy seems to pulse inside of it.
do I sense anything or see anything in particular as I pick this up?
It would take
anything?
an action in order to sense anything of real note that I can reveal, but you
Can't do
can
that right
tell
now.
that there is some level of magic to this.
We don't have pockets or pouches or anything, do we?
You would technically have to carry components and spell like items on your person.
Okay.
So I would say that you have something that you can put this in.
So yeah, all right. So there should be like maybe like an inner pocket or something on the cloak. So I just kind of slide it in there real quick and we'll
You're
call it
stealing
done.
this man's eye.
Isengrim.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna use half my movement to get back up. I can't get closer to him, so I'm just gonna lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
Just gonna give myself what? Let's say 7 hit points.
Right.
I have 11 left in my found, and then I don't think Weylin or Alma have been hurt. Alma has.
I have been hurt.
You have?
Yeah, I got hit with some cold damage when he decided to throw that around, but I'm not, like, I laughed in the face of freezing.
Okay.
I'm at 11 out of 20.
Okay, I'm gonna give you healing words.
Yay, thank you.
Hold on, need to roll a d4. I'm sorry, that is a total of 4.
Hey, it's more than I gave you. What's your word? What's your word for me?
I think it's just gonna be Deu. And invoke the name of God in this place.
So much more sophisticated than Alma just panicking. I love this character.
I'm gonna try to do my wisdom saving throw, and I'm gonna try and do it with my own die because Roll20 is not cooperating.
Real
That
die for the
is-
win.
That is 12.
I'm going to be nice.
Thank you.
And you are no longer frightened.
Yay!
Well, I feel like that means something is about to happen. We're not like,
It is Minos' turn.
and that's it.
And he is unrestrained.
May I retcon and actually roll my save on that?
You may.
We forgot about that.
Yes, you may.
Cool. That was wisdom, correct?
Yes.
Come on, big money.
No whammies, no
I know.
whammies, no whammies.
14 plus 6 is a 20.
All right.
All right.
Yay!
We're no longer frightened, and you no longer can be frightened of Minos.
Thank you.
He is going to charge towards Wayland because Wayland has kept him from moving for 2 turns. And he is going to swing the tail around to strike you.
Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Yeah. Where's my D8s?
I don't know.
I found them. So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, okay.
And the tail wraps around you and holds you in place as he's going to bring you up to him, take his fist, and swing it directly at you.
Mm-hmm. Guy can't take a joke. That's fine.
It's just a prank, just a prank, just a prank. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, as he swings, you manage to move your body enough that the tail lurches to the side and he swings wide.
Cool. That's great.
Weylin, it's your go.
My bonus action, I'm going to expel a spell slot and enshroud myself in a freezing aura. The aura has a radius of 20 feet. I don't know what that does to him, but yeah, let him deal with that. And then as my action, what? I'm gonna have to I can use an action to break out of his little hold thing, right?
Yes.
Does it have to be strength or can it be dexterity?
It has to be strength. You are trying to force your way out. There isn't really.
I could shimmy.
Dexterous. This is like getting wrapped up by a python. Like it's not. There is no amount of shimmying that's getting out of pure muscle.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
To note, by the way, what your aura does is for 1 minute or until you move or lose your concentration, as if you were casting a spell. Every other creature starting its turn within the aura halves its movement speed and takes 1d8 cold damage.
Cool.
In addition, until the freezing aura ends, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you deal 1d8 extra cold damage and can reduce that creature's speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Oh, wait. You hugged me really hard and I have daggers. Can I hit him?
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, I also have a hand axe. Ooh, which one do I want to do? Hand axe does more damage. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you swing the hand axe.
All right. Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 does hit.
Okay. So 1d6. Okay, that's 4 plus 1. That's 5 plus all that cool stuff you just said. Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun,
Go ahead and roll for
I'm
me.
dying.
Go ahead and roll for me a d8.
Ooh, let me go with my good die. And that's why I call you my good die. I got another 8 on top of that.
So as you slam this axe into the tail, you see this frost seems to form and start to spread along it. His movement speed is now reduced. He is now down to 20 feet of movement speed. He's still holding on to you.
Mm-hmm. At his own peril. That's fine. I'm very cocky for someone who's got 5 HP. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, speaking of that, if that is your turn, he's going to fling you.
That's fine.
He's going
fine.
No.
He's going to throw you over towards Alma.
Okay.
So you are going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm
Alma,
still alive.
You're still alive. Alma, give me a dex saving throw.
Okay, it's not strength. It's fine. Okay. That was a nat 20 and a 1.
So Alma, you just I am at, my brain just cut to it's Kana jumping away from the explosion from Dragon Maid, but yeah, just jumps as Weylin just strikes the ground.
Thanks for that.
Almost already thinking of the
catch.
cat, so cat reflexes just kicked in.
She'll go to like help him up. Like, are you okay?
It is not going to change what its lair action currently is. So it's not going to activate it. Alma, it is your go.
Okay. So now that she doesn't have to worry about, you're fine. It's fine. We're gonna.
Your mind is fine. Literal internal injuries.
We're gonna poison.
I don't
spray
see the
again.
bleeding.
Yeah. All the blood is on the inside. That's where it's supposed to be. Anyways, so she's going to poison spray, produce flame range attack again. So, okay, not as good as last time. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 meets it, so yes, it does hit.
Okay.
Y'all now know his AC.
Took us long enough.
Okay, so that's damage. I totally should know what it does. It's 1d8 fire damage. Okay. So rolling a d8. And that's 6 damage. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to turn to Weylin in Healing Word. Which rolls a d4. You get 3 more.
There's this moment as this fire hits where you see as blood begins to fall, it doesn't hit the ground, it begins to ash away. Mercy, you are up.
Okay. Yeah, so he's looking kind of hurt.
He's looking pretty bad.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Just keep it simple. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right.
Oh.
And that's going to be just 6 points of damage.
As it strikes, you see him shield his face as this one hits him across the arm. And again, as you see like flesh and blood and bone flies away, it doesn't remain. It ashes immediately as soon as it goes.
Okay. Chipping away at him. That's it. I'm just gonna tuck back behind my little pillar.
Oh,
Yes.
I gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
I did make it. Never mind. So
Thaddaeus.
maybe, yeah.
You are muted.
Decisions. The dice have not been kind to me, but I will try an Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead.
It misses. It's 14.
Ugh. As you try to send out an Eldritch Blast, and it does. This one unfortunately does go wide, and you see Minos turn the eye that remains towards you. It's almost pig
I'm
legs.
hiding behind the pillar.
At least you're free now.
True.
Isengrim, you're up.
So, unless I'm mistaken, he's kind of right on top of us, right? Because he grabbed Weylin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk to him and I'm gonna try and hit him again.
Okay.
This time, I'm gonna get him. That is 8, 10 plus, yes, 16.
Yeah.
Yep, meets it, beats it.
I'm gonna smite.
Oh,
Nice.
let's go.
Ooh.
So there's gonna be an extra 2d8, or if he's undead, it's 3d8. Undead or
Not an
fiend.
undead. He is a fiend. So
He is a fiend, so there's an extra 3d8. 5
Nice.
plus 3d8. 13. So that's 17 points of damage. So 5 piercing and 13 radiant.
So you stab the spear in. You initially see him flinch from the strike, and then this dread. I wanted to describe the if you want to describe how the smite looks.
Yes. So basically, the spear tip has a faint glow. I stab it, and as I pull, this light sort of erupts, and the wound kind of, as though something had a small explosion inside the wound. It just sort of, with a flash of light, pulling the thing out. I'm also going to use Channel Divinity to give everybody temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Alright.
those.
Equal to my my smite, so 13.
Ooh.
Dang. That's
That
awesome.
will be helpful.
Finally, I can do something. So I'm gonna give it to, I think, everyone. Any number of creatures within 30 feet of me. Are Mercy and Thaddaeus within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Nice.
Good. Perfect.
That gives me more hit points than I normally have.
That's
Next.
Can I include myself as well in that?
Yeah. Sorry, internet's freaking out. Yes, they are.
Okay, thank you. That's gonna be my turn.
He is Minos's go. You see him hold his side, looks down to where this energy had hit. You almost see it seems to not really cauterize the wound, but you see more of his body begins to turn into ash as it begins to fall away. If I fall here, what will that matter to you? There's no escape from this place. But fine. And he will swing the tail around over towards Alma.
But
I'm gonna use my reaction to give him disadvantage via the protection fighting style.
All right.
thank you.
Oh my god.
Am I gonna have to roll something, or is
Does
this
a
all
12
on him?
hit?
No, because I have bark skin.
So as this tail swings, Isengrim, your shield flashes up and strikes at the base of it, and it moves limp to the side and falls. He clenches his fist and swings it over Alma's head towards you, Isengrim. Does a 15 hit?
Oh.
Again, your shield up, this fist crashes into it, and there is this moment of calm, and then this resounding as the air begins to warp and shift around where the strike happened. Weylin, you are up.
So I'm going to, since I'm feeling pretty invincible, is Minos still within 20 feet of me?
He is within like 10 feet of you.
Yeah. Oh, it's 10 feet?
Oh, yeah.
He's like right on top of both of you.
Rude. Because I was going to hit him with a hail of thorns. Can I still do that?
Nothing stops you from walking backwards.
Opportunity attacks stop me from walking backwards.
What are you talking about?
Trying to see.
I mean, if
I do that, then I lose the cold thing. So I'm gonna just swing my axe at him again.
All right, go right ahead.
Running in, hitting the dude. Oh, 19 plus 3, 21.
Hits.
All right, 19, 20, 21, 22. It would be a 22 because I can't count. That is 7 points of slashing damage plus, because my lucky die, well, not as lucky, plus 7 points of cold damage because I'm still concentrating on fucking this guy's shit up.
Both as this swings and strikes into his arm, and it almost cleaves the hand free, the cold freezing the wound in place as you pull the axe out, and the arm that's pressed against the shield goes limp. And you can see the cold has frozen these shattered and broken tendons into place as the only thing that's keeping the arm still locked.
You're so lucky I don't have a second attack, or you would have lost an arm, friend. I'm gonna... Oh, wait. I don't have to re-up my bonus action for this thing. It's already still up, so I still have a bonus action, which means I'm going to do my thingamajig, which says I can disengage. I'm gonna be shrewd and disengage and take enough steps back so I'm like 20 feet away. So he's still within range. I just want to be able to hit him with my arrows.
All right. As you manage to, you kind of just do your leaping steps backwards and retrieve the crossbow. Minos is going to take his legendary action, bring this twisted arm up, and attempt to swing at Isengrim again for another slam strike. I just tossed my d20 to the right. That is...
That's a miss!
Does the 17 hit?
No.
Yeah, so as this arm swings and hits against the shield, your shield goes through the ice. And Weylin, you see the arm just roll to a stop in front of you. Alma, you're up.
Oh, he's still going?
Oh yeah.
Oh, lovely. Okay. You know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, I'm tired. I don't know words right now. You know, I'm just gonna flame attack him again many times. Okay. So it is roll a d20 and roll plus. So that's 14, but plus 4 is 18.
That hits.
All right, so this is great. And so that's 7 damage.
Fire erupts around him. He is looking rough.
And I'm also going to use my bonus action to like hide, because I forgot I'm also shrewd.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing how many things I remember once Casper says them.
You're just gonna run behind Weylin again.
Yeah, exactly. She's just gonna be like, I don't know where you went. Just follow.
Mercy, you are up, and Weylin, as you look down at the arm, it ashes away.
I was gonna step on it, but okay.
I mean, you could Still ash on the
Step on the
ground.
ash.
All right. I'm gonna cast a Scorching Ray at it.
Ooh. All right.
So try to do some big damage, hopefully. Okay. Hang on, I have a calculator up for this. First one is a 19.
Hits.
I'm gonna just roll the raise first, and then I'll roll damage.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, that's even higher. It's like a 17 plus 5.
Hits.
Yeah. 22. That's going to be a 9, 13 plus 5, 18.
Hits.
All right.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes.
Right. Oh, dang. Okay. It's 2d6 fire damage, and it hit
3 times.
3 times. All right. Okay. 7
Maximum
for
of
the
36
first,
damage.
7, 8 for the second.
You do the math so quickly.
Oh,
Wait.
it's good when it's small numbers, but once it gets to big numbers, it's bad. 6, 7, 8, 9 for the third. Okay, so total. I have a calculator too. Cool. Total is 24 points of damage. Just
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
When I step out and like I cast all through these rays, I think they kind of like all swirl together because they're hitting one target and kind of like turn into this like gaping dragon maw and just like and like devour them.
As this source of light devours down over Minos, you hear for a split second this scream that is instantly cut off. And as this light diminishes, you see what is left upon the ground, this billowing pile of ash and a stony orb with a golden veins running through it.
Ooh. I mean, I'm gonna go pick that up.
And with this being the end of initiative, I'm going to call for a 10-minute break.
Nice.
So we will be back, everyone, in about 10 minutes. And we will continue on with the rest of it from there.
Right. Woo!
Yeah, we did it.
Our party has just defeated King Minos, and currently there is this hushed silence around the throne room? Yeah, throne room. This gives you all enough time to, if you want to examine, make sure that everything is good on your guys' end, or to look at some items that you have found.
Oh, definitely look at the eye that picked up.
Go ahead and give me a... Where'd you go? Give me an intelligence arcana check.
I'm gonna do that too.
Not my best.
That is. Jeez.
I rolled a 3.
I got a 19.
Mercy, as you look down at this eye in front of you, this is going to be interesting, so we're going to do it this way. You begin to remember.
Oh no.
You remember studying and looking through different various, talking of magical items of much more significance than the mundane scrolls, spell books, things like that. Vestiges, reliquaries, things of that nature. These, and specifically this, would be around the same vein as what you, though you cannot place where this comes, where this name, what this signifies, where it comes from. But this eye has the same level of importance as an artifact as the Hand of Vecna.
Oh.
You cannot place what that name signifies to you, however.
Would
As
I be
for
able... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Would I be able to cast Identify and then get more information on
You, as you are looking at it, begin to actually place what this eye can do before you can start to cast Identify.
Okay.
To begin with, you realize that by bonding these items, you need both of them, to one of your own artifacts, one of your own what are they
Emblems?
called? Emblems, you will gain the effects of this thing that's been bonded to it. The effects being true sight within a 120-foot radius, and the gaze of judgment. The gaze of judgment allows you to choose one creature that you can see within 120 feet of you, and that is aware of you. It must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or becomes frightened for 1 minute. An affected creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If it is successful, the creature is immune to the gaze of judgment for the next 24 hours. You cannot use that property again until you finish a long rest. You also gain the knowledge of how to bond one of these infernal artifacts to one of your emblems. This can be done for anyone, but you do need both eyes.
Okay. One more question. Would I get the impression that once
Yes.
bonded to our artifact, or sorry, to our emblem, would you only be able to bond one thing to it? Or would you be able to bond multiple?
You begin to look and you seem to think, like, could I bond two together? And you become to realize that the infernal energy that be created by bonding one, bonding another would assuredly overload that.
Okay.
Would not be possible. You can only bond one artifact to one emblem.
Okay. That's interesting.
You tell us that.
That's what I was debating.
Yeah, they said, "Do you want
Thaddeus has
lay
no
that
clue, but he has one of the eyes.
He has one of the eyes. Thaddeus, what's the feeling you're getting with these eyes? I mean, it looks like a pair, right?
They do look like a pair, but I've got nothing. I have no idea what this is. Can you tell what they are?
I have an inkling.
So, what's your inkling tell you?
Well, I think they'll give you pretty good sight if used properly. I think they have to be used together.
I'm gonna go over to. I think Weylin is still the most severely damaged out of all of us. Gonna go over to him and lay my hands on his wounds, and just gonna use up all the rest of my pool. So 11 HP.
Woohoo!
Unless that's more than your maximum.
I was at 4.
Okay.
Isengrim, as you place your hand on Weylin's wounds, you can feel the frost still forming over the skin. Isengrim, sorry. Weylin, you feel immensely cold.
What's going on? What's this?
He shrugs. He looks at it and it's like, it doesn't bother him. It just, like, you can tell it's not bothering him. It's just a new fascinating development that he's dealing with at this moment.
I know it's not its stated purpose, but could I somehow tweak divine sense to have an idea of what's going on?
Give me I will say yes, but to place what exactly is happening, it will require a roll. Give me either an Arcana or Religion check.
I'm gonna do Religion. So that's a 12.
What you can place with this divine sense is that there is the mortality that Weylin has is partially subsumed by the fiendish nature that they are utilizing in order to freeze somebody in place. Essentially, hell is encroaching on who they are.
Makes sense.
Trying to read his expression. It's probably not very easy.
Yeah, he's honestly fine with it. Looking at the people who are still around and still alive in this small group that he's kind of taken responsibility for in his head. Not great at taking responsibility for human beings, but still he tries. They're all still alive and the enemy was defeated, so he seems pretty content and not too concerned with this blossoming frost on his skin.
Careful you don't get consumed by this place or by your duties.
Yeah, he looks at you and it's just confusion. He doesn't understand where that's coming from, especially since what he did is a pretty good reason why we're not dead.
Mm-hmm. If you let this place and your state eat you, you're not going to be any good to us. We're supposed to get out of here altogether. I don't even know if we can get out of here if one of us is missing.
He's gonna do like this deep sigh, and when he breathes out, it's just gonna be like a frosty air. Like he can see, like you can clearly see his breath, but he's not really paying attention to that detail, and is gonna just move over to Mercy and like just kind of be like nod at the little eyeball thing in her hand, like, you know, what's this?
Magic. Your favorite. I'm like scooting Constantine like behind me too with my foot as you walk over. Just like
Constantine's like consistently looking up, and just anytime that you rotate the orb, Constantine's just like
Yeah, as soon as you say magic, Weylin's rolling his eyes and walking away.
Isengrim,
Yes.
that small conversation you had by not letting your duties consume you. You, for a moment, remember you cannot place his name. That memory is not coming to you. But someone that you became very close with since you were maybe 15. The concept of placing duty before themselves strikes you as very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And you recall what your original shield looked like.
All right.
And you recall an oath that you swore. And together, between Mercy and Isengrim, 2 more hope points are regained. As the memories of the life beyond this place returns.
I sort of pat at my face, and the gaze wrapping is wet, and I don't understand why. I'm just like, huh? And something weird happens with Isengrim's appearance. His hair sort of darkens by like half a shade. Like it was kind of a bright red before. Now it's getting, it looks like a dustier color.
This quiet moment aside, there starts to become a noise that you all can hear, which is the sounds of the tormented as they begin to realize their captor and judge is not alive anymore. And they are starting to rush, some moving towards the open mawing portal that Minos presided over, others scattering away from it back towards Limbo and Charon, others choosing to hide in the temple. But this oncoming rush of tormented is heading towards you all, and there doesn't seem to be a way to get out of that other than through the portal.
To slow them down, can I shoot an arrow and do like hail of thorns on like the first wave and then run?
I would say to slow them down, yes, you can create a hail of thorns, but it is only slowing this first wave by a couple seconds. It is the World War Z style rush of zombies that are coming over this.
Yeah, then I would immediately, like, who's the slowest out of all of us? Actually, I've been...
That would be you.
Probably.
Me?
Don't
we
you have
all
a
have
thing where,
30?
like, your...
I haven't
is
said a
lower?
word this entire time. I still have 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab Alma since she's the one who tends to hide behind me. And book it to the and book it to the portal.
She's just laying here. She's like, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, I guess I'll tuck away that little orb and scoop Constantine and start booking it too. Kind
Sounds
of,
good.
Yep.
anyone that's not paying attention is like getting maybe Isengard, like kind of being like, we gotta go, pull him along. I'm sure you're hearing it very well though.
Yeah, gonna like run backwards, shield up, looking, well, trying to perceive like behind the group.
As an aside, is anyone gonna grab the Lantern of Divine Flame?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We don't have a
Yeah.
guide. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thaddeus will grab that.
And
I
where's
just thought
Orfeo?
Thaddeus had it.
Orfeo was thrown from the Judgment Circle. You do not into the mist. You cannot
So we-
locate him unless you wanted to try to brave pushing through the torment that is coming.
We've lost our guide.
Yes.
Oh shoot.
All right.
Damn it.
What was that?
We couldn't hear you there, Nox. Kind of muffled.
I said,
Damn it, did he turn around?
Yeah, I'm booking it to the portal. So, and I'm dragging Alma along with me. I think Mercy's following, and then Isengrim, and then Thaddeus, who wants to go pick up a lamp.
Oh, a very important lamp, by the way.
Sure.
Wall, I will presume, jumps into the portal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mercy, this feeling feels oddly familiar to you. You can't place why exactly, but there is this sense of traversal that feels both like an eternity and like a second. As from limbo, you all find yourselves, as soon as you move through this portal, onto rough, almost blasted stone. Now, to preface this, limbo had sound, mostly the screams of those plummeting and the lapping of waves, but it always felt distant. This is cacophonous, a roaring riptide of wind and screams that seems to erupt from all sides, encircling all of you. In front of you, through this long obsidian black chasm, is a towering structure that seems to have been blasted apart by the shearing winds that have created it into an outstretched hand that reaches up to the sky, or what sky exists here. Surrounding it is this never-ending whirlwind. Lightning cracking through it as you see things seem to fly in and out of this wind, but never enough out that they cannot be pulled back into the coming riptide. There is another accompaniment to this. This sheer whirlwind, though it is so loud that it seems to encompass all sound, the one noise that seems to stick out is far softer. It doesn't seem to be coming from the wind itself, but from that blasted mountain. It sounds like singing. soft, melodic, and mournful. For those that have placed it, you are in the second circle. The torment of the sins of the flesh. You can see nobody else here other than all of you. This whirlwind is whipping things around back and forth. You can see these things getting pulled out and back in, but nothing is around you. And currently this rocky outcropping is about the only thing that's not affected heavily by the winds, though it is still loud enough and pushing stone and rock aside. But this is probably as close to safety as you all have gotten so far.
Well, if I may, I suggest we rest here for a bit.
Yeah, maybe set up a little camp.
That would be good. And since each of us has an eye, you've said that it gives good sight, but they have to be used together. We need to decide who's better off with good sight amongst the group.
Yeah. So it would be beneficial for someone to use it. Mercy's gonna kind of like think to herself, and then weigh her decision. Go, from what I can tell, it'll give whoever uses it true sight. But it has to be bonded to one of these things that we carry. And you can only bond one thing. So, benefit from that. Since we're all stuck here together.
Weylin, are you trying to say something? I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you.
It's all this wind, right?
Honestly, but this is, as me as the player, I honestly don't remember why Weylin can't speak.
Weylin doesn't want to lose any speed. Every time I talk, I lose 5 feet.
Got it.
Start drawing pictures in the sand.
Start signing viciously. Give me the eyes.
We do speak like the first language. So I guess if somebody signs, can we understand them? Regardless of whether we knew sign language before.
That is true, since whatever language any of you speak, it is immediately translated. This would include sign language.
Nice.
Weylin.
Does anyone object? Weylin seems to really want true sight.
I'm going to be signing, I'm the best shot with an arrow. Give me the eyes.
I have yet to actually see you hit anybody with an arrow. You shoot cages. You can't miss if you shoot a cage.
Thaddaeus purposefully ignoring the 2 bolts that hit Minos.
I'm sorry you were hiding behind a pillar.
Well, Thaddaeus is laughing, by the way. But he does hand the eye over.
Mercy will do it, but she's like having a hard time doing it because it's something magical we found here.
Yes.
Wait.
Weylin, you have
That'd be
an
cool.
option. You have 3 options here. You
Oh,
have
great.
3 emblems that you can bond these artifacts to.
Oh shit, yeah.
Which emblem do you want to bond it to?
I will bond it to my bow
As you
since I use it the most.
As you place the eyes onto the crossbow,
It's a
there
long
is-
bow.
yeah, the
Sorry.
longbow, right?
Yeah, you kept calling it a crossbow.
Yeah.
It's just
because the art shows it as a crossbow.
okay.
The as you place the eyes onto the longbow, and it begins to vanish at first. You see these golden veins running through the length of the bow. It begins to almost shift into this fleshy construct. You see these twin crown-like spikes jut from the top. You see an eye emblazoned out and looks left and right. The string itself seems to form into Minos' tendril, and then reforges itself into the actual string. The bow, the flesh erupts off, and you see this blackened, charred, birch-like wood that encompasses it. And as you hold on to it, your vision extends out. For the rest of you, you can see Weylin's eyes take on the same infernal glow that Minos has had for a moment before returning back to Weylin's original look. Weylin, with your 120 feet, you can now see in the hurricane 2 things. First off, the items that are being flung out and back in are tormented people. You see them try to grasp onto one another at times, only to be pulled apart and then come back together. But equally, you see these beings with 4 metallic wings flying through in and out of the hurricane. They carry with them these twin spears, and as they do, as they see others holding on to one another, they fly through the hurricane and slice their hands free from one another to force them to let go. These do not seem to be affected at all by the winds.
Yeah, I'm assigned Demon Birdie. By pointing feverishly at your demonic chicken. And then at the hurricane. It's just
As a thing too, as you look at everyone, your brain places a single word attributed to them. That as you look at each of them, even a moment glancing to yourself, you see pride flash. Looking to Alma, you see limbo. Essentially, you are seeing their judgment as Minos saw it.
Putting a pin in that for a later conversation for him to deal with. You said these creatures are how far away?
They are at where the hurricane is, so it would be a fair distance.
Okay.
You are only seeing them because you have 120 feet of true sight.
Yeah. Well, I also have 120 feet range on my longbow, so I wanted to see if I could shoot one.
You can certainly try.
Maybe we should rest first.
I am never going to tell you to not do something. I will say that there are always consequences to actions.
That's fair.
We just
I'm
went
gonna...
through a fight. We might want to rest before you pick another fight.
If you pull your bow up, I am going to stand up and be like, maybe we should rest first. And my hands gonna crackle a little bit of energy.
All right, fine. As I pull my bow up and your hands do the crackle thing, I'll be like, fine.
Just a little rest.
By the by, Weyland, everyone else around you has about this same strange aura that is a strange sense of familiarity. Except for Mercy. Mercy's aura seems much more incandescent. It almost seems scale-like.
Okay, so instead of just being the whoop, all right, I guess we'll just not fight right now. I think Weylin's gonna be more mesmerized and like take a harder look at Mercy. So he lowers his bow and is just like
Okay.
trying to comprehend.
Constantine, move.
It's not clicking. He doesn't understand it because it's magic shit, but he's gonna try his damnedest.
There is one other aspect of this true sight, and it's only when you look at Constantine for a brief second. It is a corner of the eye look. But you swear, as like you are looking around, there's another person with you. Maybe 10 or 12 years old. And then as soon as your gaze focuses on it, just infernal chicken. Looks at your feet, pecks at it.
I do my foot shaky thing to make him go away without actually kicking the infernal chicken.
He hops like 2 feet. Heads over to Mercy, looks up. Looks around again.
I'm gonna just start making
Sits.
camp. I can't with this chicken.
Just a little buddy.
Oh my dear.
Nox, you still sound very sort of far
You're
away.
very muffled.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've done nothing.
Oh, it's fixing itself slowly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Is it?
It's good now.
You blocked your microphone is what it was.
my mic's here.
Mm.
Yeah.
The microphone.
It's very muffled again.
Does this help?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It was
Night and
going
day.
to my headphones and not my
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
yeah.
That'll do it.
Nice. I did have a question. When we regained those hope points, did we
Yes.
notice like the staff light up? Did we feel something when that happened? Or I mean, we were kind of running away, but
It is very specific to the two of you that you both feel far more of a desire to leave that you can escape. But as for the rest of the group, that desire has never diminished.
okay. Interesting.
Mechanics-wise, there is no actual way for you all to know when you have run out of hope, other than you've run out of hope.
Oh, God.
Since we no longer have a guide, is there any chance Thaddaeus might be able to figure out if the divine light torch can do anything else?
Give me a intelligence arcana check, as this is another infernal artifact.
Can we do anything else but intelligence?
Can I
I will
help?
or you can help. You can
Can I help?
You may help.
Can I
Helping
try?
would be awesome.
Roll with advantage.
All right, you said Arcana.
Arcana.
All right. All right. First roll is a 15. Second roll is a 16.
Both of them would have worked.
Whew.
What you have before you is the lantern of the divine flame, made by Daedalus, with a few golden ribs of the noble spirits, and the divine flame of the bonfire of the high castle in Limbo. It cannot be extinguished or destroyed by any force in hell. It emits bright light in a 30-foot radius, and dim light in 30 feet beyond that. All creatures in that radius are not subject to the darkness of the blind world, which is why you all were able to traverse through hell without much difficulty in sight. You may bind this lantern to any one of your emblems. You do not need to spend a hope point to do so. This is the same for any infernal artifact. In addition, while you are bound to this lantern, you gain true sight in a 60-foot radius and advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. You also know the Sacred Flame cantrip if you did not know it already. In addition, while you are bound to the lantern, you can use an action to cast the Circle of Power spell, considering as magical effects any environmental effect or hazard in hell. You can use this ability again until you finish a long rest. Finally, this lantern works as a regeneration beacon for the travelers who perish in its whereabouts, unless there is a closer source of divine flame. If the traveler's semblance is destroyed, but they still have hope, they reappear within the radius of its bright light.
Very nice. That works.
That's
We'll
a lot.
basically immediately attach it to his pathetic little mockery of a torch.
Your torch remains the same, but its light shines brighter.
Oh, okay.
I think Mercy has this like twitch of like, okay. all these magical artifacts.
That works.
Very cool.
Thaddaeus, can you, having the flame, can you tell where Orfeo is? I worry about him.
Do I get any insight whatsoever?
Insight. It doesn't seem like the flame itself had any attachment to Orfeo. It seems more like Orfeo found it.
All right. I'm sorry. There's no lingering attachment whatsoever. There's nothing.
Still,
I have no idea what happened to Orfeo.
thank you for checking.
Yes.
You were looking for Orfeo, then? You all hear.
I'm gonna whip around and pull out an arrow and aim it at the voice.
Surprise.
You see crouched, like, okay, and the only way I can describe this is as a Slavic squat. A hound-like being. It's not Cerberus, I'm sorry. His body is humanoid, covered in this thick, coarse, blackened fur. He has a dog-like face with two sets of fangs sprouting out that kind of keep his mouth slightly open. His body is bedecked in these fineries, gold, jewels, a nice robe, and a rather spectacular-looking crown, but he wears it all haphazardly, as if it doesn't really matter what it is as long as it was shiny, he's going to put it on. I'm no threat to you, I just wanted to know. You mentioned Orfeo, right?
Yes.
So the bugger did make it out then after all. Found you lot, I suppose.
We're not sure what happened to him, though. Minos kind of destroyed him.
Right, I found Minos. That's a bit of a crying shame, that. You see him kind of straighten up a little bit.
What would your name be, my good damned?
No damned be I. Born here I was. Created here for this place. It's fine. Don't expect many of you more than a lot to recognize me. Name is Pluto.
Oh.
Once and true king of hell. Though now deposed, unfortunately.
Yeah, when he says King of Hell, Weylin's gonna like, and then kind of just lower his bow, like, all right, okay, this guy.
It's fine. Titles mean very little here. Well, some of them anyway. In any event, I prefer to wander around by any chance. The whole realm being in my command, I come and go as I please.
Can I roll an insight on him to see if he like is trying to speak the truth?
You may absolutely. And if anyone else is curious, you can roll a religion check.
Yes.
19.
Another intelligence check.
19. Mercy, there is no lie in what he says. He
Right.
believes this wholeheartedly.
Dirty 20 on the religion check.
The reason why there's no lie in what he says is because, by all accounts of some
same.
much more esoteric books, no, that is the truth. The ruler of hell has 2 rulers, and Lucifer is not one of them. The 2 rulers of hell are Pluto, the once and true king, and you have already heard of the queen, which was, I need to pull her name back.
Lilith.
Oh,
Persephone.
yes, the
Lilith is Diablo.
I mean,
Hecate?
yes,
Yes.
Hecate.
Hecate.
I was
Yes,
gonna get
she's
there.
on sent a welcoming vision.
You see him place his hand onto the ground, and as he does, he lifts it up. You see from the earth this stone goblet is formed, wine already filling, and he takes a long, just very sloppy drink of it and sets it back down. So you lot got abandoned by Orfeo. Well, not really abandoned, but you know what I mean. Now you're here.
Yes.
Where are you?
Nice to meet you. I'll give him a little I'm Mercy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mercy. No, I couldn't help but notice, and you see him stretch. What you have with you are some rather interesting, ornate items. Gestures to the bow and then to the torch. I
What?
like to consider myself a bit of a collector.
What items do you have? Little show and tell.
You see him adjust one of the rings on his hand, and as he removes it, he holds it up. This here, along with many of me wares, are infernal artifacts. Things of dolorous nature of my kingdom. He slips the ring back on. But if I were to say what the most interesting thing in my collection is, unfortunately, I no longer have quite the possession of it. It also may sound very mundane. But mortals like you fascinate me, so I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. If you so happen to find what seems like a common stick, keep it. It might just be the most important thing you end up getting your hands on.
Weylin's thoughts are very, very loud. At this point, the dog wants us to find a stick.
He kind of thinks. A stick might be a hard word to describe it. I consider it a stick because there's nothing fancy about it. More like a rod.
Is it metal or wood?
Wood. Do you think the angels would carry anything of true value down here?
Get a lot of jewels.
Okay. Bobs his head back and forth. It was brought down by an angel when Dante came through here. And it's still here in high hell. And if you want to find your way out of this place, you're going to want it.
Does it have a name? Could you describe it better? I have my
Yes.
little piece of skin out. I'm trying to sketch.
He sticks a claw into the ground, drags it, and makes what seems to just be what he thinks it looks like, which is a 2-pronged stick.
Okay.
A divining rod?
I suppose. we call it the angelic rod because, brought by an angel, it's a rod. We're not big on names that aren't from things that we own.
Where did you last see it? You said you lost track of it.
That's a great question. Last I saw it, I remember when that bitch threw me out of my fucking castle, she had it.
That castle was there.
No, not one piece of shit, not like mine.
Okay.
Mine's in the city of Dite, or Dis if you prefer.
With Hecate?
With Hecate, that's right. That lying strumpet, she probably still has it somewhere in her treasury. And, anything to get back at her and a little bit of revenge for myself, and you can keep the rod if you like. Like I said, gonna want it if you want to get out of here, and I just personally want a little bit of revenge. I'd do it myself, but why do anything when you get someone else to do it for you, right?
Absolutely.
Now, is that in this circle or a different circle?
That would be in the 5th circle. Right now, where you are is the circle of lost the second. You're gonna want to get through here as fast as possible.
I pull out my map. I'm like, can you point it out on the map?
You see him lick one of his claws and place his claw against where the 5th circle is, and you see this massive city-like citadel right there.
Perfect.
So how do we get out of this circle as fast as possible?
Yeah, if you know of any shortcuts, that would be excellent.
He flicks his thumb over to the hurricane. Unfortunately, gotta go through that. Ain't no shortcuts through here, mate. Sorry about that.
Could we at least have some wine before we go through it? Should be willing to share.
He thinks about it, and you see him get very close. He towers over Minos, so he is massive to you. And just no, little lady.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know if you know this, but where you are is hell.
Well aware.
Do you want to accept food and drink from hell?
Oh, shoot.
It's up to you, of course. I personally don't care if you want it. It's all yours. But there might be consequences.
Good to know. Good to know. She writes a note down.
We're very new here, all of us.
I should say so.
Could you enlighten us as to what consequences might befall us?
Well, there's a few things. Number one, say you take a drink of water from, I don't know, say, the Styx. What you are consuming from that blackened pool is the semblance of 1,000 screaming and dying souls. Your insides, as mortals, would be racked with so much pain and agony that you will have felt 1,000 deaths before that hit your intestines.
Yes, it does not sound nutritious.
No. And say you ate of any of the food in gluttony, one of my personal favorite circles. Because you are not dead, that circle would impart to you the knowledge of the fact that much of the food there is not fit for consumption, but also it would be eating you from the inside out. So, pain. And then, say you take any of the food from Hecate and her court. You are agreeing to abide by her courtly rules, which would mean a lot of torture.
Okay.
That's a good one to remember.
Yes. As an aside, a bit of a thing for this place. Now, I know He like gestures to Thaddaeus. Priestly taught. I get it. You think everyone here is worth saving. They're all here for a reason, mate.
True.
Even you in some sense. So, now, breaking the rules about hell, I, again, am a deposed king. I don't really give a shit. But, the ruler of this place, she might care a little bit. So, you might want to watch yourself there. But I will offer you something. Somebody here that doesn't really belong here anymore. And I would lock her out of this circle into the one that she truly belongs in. You get her out of here and into 5. I'll give you a gift in return. One of my personal collections.
Now, is this something we could banish them to 5 directly, or do we have to carry them through 3 and 4 to into 5?
As long as you get her out of this circle, she'll end up in 5.
Got it.
Who is she?
He stretches. She's a songstress. Trust me, you'll recognize her when you see her. I prefer not to speak her name. Leave it a bit of a surprise for you folk. But you'll recognize who I'm talking about. Probably already here right now.
Yes, we can.
And like I said, you might want to watch out for the ruler here. She's a bit of a prick.
And who is this ruler? Is it the same songstress?
No, the ruler here's a little bit higher on the list of things. Got her position here because of who she was in accordance to, biblical matters. Be cautious of her. This is her domain. Probably already knows you're here.
Does each circle have its own ruler?
In a sense. Depends on the circle, but mostly they have what we call guardians. Consider her a guardian, but she acts as its ruler. Minos, the guardian of Limbo. Lilith, the guardian of the 2nd circle. Kerberos, guardian of the 3rd, so on and so forth.
Truly, your title of giver of good advice is well deserved.
I appreciate that. Haven't heard that in a long while. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm finna be off. And you see him rise, again to this hunched posture.
Mercy, I think.
Well, no, I mean, I was just going to ask. We're a little banged up. Do you think we'll be safe to rest here before you leave?
He looks out at the hurricane. If you don't travel much farther than here, resting here will be just fine.
Thank you.
As everyone's conversation ends with Pluto, you'll see Weylin has made camp without waiting for y'all.
Pluto jumps to the left and he hooks one of his long arms around the bridge. You see him loop slightly to the side, and as his arm unhooks, he vanishes from sight.
Well, he was nice.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
Yes.
All are going to be taking your long rest for the... You good over there?
Yeah, he's just like whipping out another blanket. It's like, yeah, I guess you guys aren't gonna do it. It's fine. Want to talk to some deposed king? Sure.
As you all begin to prepare for what we will assume to be a long rest, we are going to also end for our evening. I will give you guys some good news. The defeat of Minos will allow you to level up once more. You're hitting level 4.
Nice.
To the 2nd circle. Thank you guys for joining us so much. I love running this. I'm sorry for missing the last time. I don't know what happened to my voice, but it died. I will be back in 2 weeks to run this again. Let's say goodbye to the rest of this absolutely incredible cast. We're going to start with Mercy. Where else can I find you? What else are you doing?
You can find me at Critical Mix on all the stuff. Not really doing much, just running games, and would love to play more like this. Thanks.
And Nox.
Hi everyone, I'm Nox. You can find me on social media at Noxternal_7. Tomorrow you can find me on 2 streams. Yes, I am doing that to myself. The first one being a Dishonored one-shot over on Horde of Tales at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That ends at like 4 Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm back again on Girls Run These Worlds at 7 Eastern Standard Time for Regency Remix, which is a Good Society game, and this season is Fae Edition. And then you can catch me Friday, again on Girls Run These Worlds, playing... I know! Sorry, my cat is very vocal right now. Playing our season finale for Valor's Gently on the Wind. That's super fun. And I'm going to have a casting call out soon for a game that I'm GMing. So that's why you should go follow me on social media.
And Thaddaeus.
I'm Alan Grieve. I go by Shara42 on Twitter. So far, this is the only stream game I've been involved with. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So we'll see where this goes. That's me.
Isengrim.
My name is Alex Gagné-Blouin. You can find me on most social media at Foxes with Axes. I'm a writer and translator, and soon a game designer.
Weylin.
I was leveling up my character. Osio, I am Casper the MB Ghost. You can find me everywhere at Casper DMB Ghost. Twitter, it's just the regular D, and everywhere else, DA. I have a job in the outside world now, so my schedule's kind of up in the air. But you can find me at Tabletop Titties on Mondays and Fridays. You can find me on Neon Lights Roleplay every other Wednesday. I'm still on Cyber Nation Uncensored, doing Ghost Hunters, which is a Monster of the Week campaign. I'm on Sundays. I'm on Pluto Cleric's Weird Frontier. Because I don't know what sleep is. And yeah, follow me on socials and I'll keep you updated on my schedule.
And hi, I'm Jhevaunte. I'm your resident TTRPG goblin. You can find me normally here on Opposing Mondays. We're taking a short break, but I play Dior in our Arcanites Power Rangers game, which is awesome. Tomorrow, you can find me over at Wanderer's Haven's Twitch, where I'll be playing the Pacific Rim game. Friday, I am debuting Sinomine Publishing's incredible book, in which I will be playing a character that my mom made when she played D&D in 3.5 edition. I'll be playing her in a 5th edition version, which is awesome. I can't believe I'm doing that. As far as other things I'm doing, if you check out my Twitter feed, I have a wrestling thing that I had pinned for a while. If you want to join that, you can follow my Twitter and find that. Currently what is pinned is that if you want to see more games where I either run or play in with a whole bunch of my offline friends, I have a Discord finally that I've made. You can find that and join that and be in more games with me, because I absolutely love doing this and I don't have a life outside of it. It's super, super awesome to be back in hell with everybody. That's a weird sentence to say. I cannot wait to run this again in 2 weeks' time, and we will see you all on Wednesday. Adios.